My name is Rosalie Mackenzie Poe. As you may have guessed, these stories were indeed written by my brother, my half-brother, Edgar Allan Poe. We are not full kin. I wish to make that perfectly clear. I am told he's somewhat of a famous author. I wouldn't know. We are not close. I know very little about him. I hardly even know why I stand before you this evening. The circumstances are not exactly. In fact, until today, I had never experienced any of his work. Edgar was a very strange boy. Not that I would know exactly. Not that I'm familiar with that particular quality. Strangeness is quite unladylike. I'm told his stories are good, chilling, eerie, capable of giving one the shudders. A lady must never shudder or experience fear. Strong emotions encourage perspiration. Perspiration is very unladylike. Frankly, I'm not convinced. Knowing Edgar as I do, that he'd be capable of writing a good story, or even a frightening story. We shall see what we shall see. Let us begin. The Telltale Heart.
Nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous. I have been and I am, but mad. Mad? The disease did not make me mad. It sharpened my senses. You say madness. I say a highly developed sense of hearing. I have exceptional hearing. A chair in another room, fall a leaf on the ground. I have heard all things in heaven and earth. I've heard things in hell. But hearing things does not make you mad. Mad? Ha! Say, look how calm I am. Listen. I will tell you the whole story. You'll see how calmly I tell the tale. You will change your mind. Morning.
Good morning.
Sleep well.
Like a stone.
When? I don't know. It's impossible to say. As soon as the thought entered my mind,
Kill the old man.
it haunted me day and night.
Why?
I don't know. It's just, there was no motivation, no wrongdoing on his part. Morning.
Good morning.
I love the old man. Sleep well.
Like a stone.
He never struck me nor insulted me. Good night.
Good night.
See you in the morning. It was never him at all. It was the eye. There! The eye of a vulture, pale blue with film. And every time that I looked at the eye,
What's the matter?
sorry?
What's the matter? You're staring.
Nothing. Sorry. Lost in thought. Whenever the eye fell upon me, my blood ran cold. God agreed.
Kill the old man!
I made up my mind to take his life and rid myself of the eye forever. Morning.
Good morning.
Sleep well.
Like a stone.
You think me mad? The man know nothing. I know. I am wise. You'll see how wise I am. Good night.
Good night.
See you in the morning. I was so kind before I killed him. The whole week. And then I practiced. Midnight. I stand outside his door, turn the latch, open the door slowly, slow down. Screech. The old man's sleep must not be disturbed. There's just enough room for me to slip my head in, peek into the room.
Dumb.
This takes a whole hour. Would the man do this? Would the man be so precise? Good night.
Good night.
See you in the morning. Would the man do this for 7 nights? Midnight. Turn latch, open door, slowly peek. And again. Good night.
Good night.
See you in the morning. Midnight. Latch, door, slowly peek. I was waiting. The old man did me no wrong. I was waiting for the eye. Morning.
Good morning.
Sleep well.
Like a stone.
He had no idea. No idea what I was doing. What I was thinking. The 8th night. Turn latch. Open door.
Who's there?
An hour. I stand in the door. The room is as dark as pitch. He can't see me. He is listening for death. The sound of terror, I know it well. It rises from the bottom of my soul. Night after night while the world sleeps, terror echoes from my soul. Not bad. I know it well, that's all. But I chuckle at heart. His fears are growing.
It is nothing but wind in the chimney.
He tries to wave them away.
It is nothing but a mouse on the floor.
Trying to comfort himself in vain.
It is merely a cricket.
But he knows in his heart.
Is anyone there?
Death watches him with its icy cold shadow.
It is nothing. Nothing.
Death approaches. There! No! There! Do you see? The eye has opened! Do you hear? The old man's heart quicker, quicker it beats! And louder, louder, the heart will burst! Someone will hear. The neighbors! The time is now! His hour has come! Ah! Now! Now! Done! 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 Stone dead! The eye will trouble me no more! Kill the old man. You think me mad, but that would not take these next wise steps. I cut a corpse. Oh, wise indeed. Head, arms, legs, not a drop of blood anywhere. The duck catches all. I was sharp as a 3 pins up from the body, from the floor, and the body goes underneath. Genius! Replace the board so carefully, so cunningly. Nothing, no human eye. The evil, the eye. Not even his would have noticed it.
Ding dong.
Where I am, it's still dark. Who's there? What am I to fear? My heart is light. Yes.
Good evening.
How can I help you?
Found a circuit says my hour.
Why, it's no trouble at all. Well, what's wrong with the police to my door?
The neighbors had a shriek.
They suspect foul play.
My goodness.
May we search the premises?
By all means, officers, by all means. The shriek, I'm afraid, was my own. It's a bad dream. The owner is away in the country. Come, this is his room, right here. Can you believe it? I brought them right into the old man's room. Everything looks all right. Please have a seat, why don't you? You must be weary for this late night adventure. Thank you.
Thank you indeed.
Can you believe it? Right into the old man's room. Genius! As you can see, there's nothing out of order.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Do you? Yes? Nothing.
We often get these calls. They ought to be checked out.
Do you hear that? Stop it!
Remember the body in the basement, Bill?
Sure do.
All because the neighbors put an odd noise.
They must know what I've done. They must!
And you remember that body in the garden?
Probably doesn't know what it's up to know.
That dog.
Look right down to a pair of hands.
They're laughing at me, mocking me. Villains! Hide no more! Tear up the place! Here! Here! It is the beat of his hideous heart!
happens that my brother, half-brother, wrote anything sensible at all. What on earth is he thinking? I'm almost convinced not to turn the page, through fear of what is written there. Fear? Nonsense. There is nothing to be afraid of. There was something very strange in the manner in which everyone was attired, it seemed. Are you not aware of the proper dress for young gentlemen and ladies when you go out in the town? It's quite shameful. I almost have half a mind to vacate the premises at once. I will certainly be doing so once this engagement is complete. Of that, you can be assured. Oh, I see. Apparently this next story is not of the frightening variety at all. It is a comedy. That will remain to be seen. I really find humor in anything. This comedy is called Lioness.
My name is Robert Jones. I am, that is to say I was, a great man. I was born somewhere in the city of Frog Fudge, and I have a nose.
Oh, what a genius.
Said my mother.
Son,
Said my father.
you've got a big one.
And to that, I grasped my nose with both hands, all throughout my childhood until the day I came of age.
My son,
Said my father.
what is the chief aim of your existence?
Oh, my father, this is the study of nosology.
And what, Robert?
He inquired.
Is nosology.
Sir, it is the science of noses.
And can you tell me,
He demanded.
what is the meaning of a nose?
A nose, my father, has been variously defined by 1,000 different authors. It is now noon. We shall terminate them all by midnight. To begin, a nose, according to Bartholonius, is...
Robert. I am thunderstruck at the extent of your information. It is very... That's a lot of stuff. You should consider your education done. And finish it. And really, it's time for you to think for yourself. Follow your nose.
Such a smart man.
Follow it, and you'll arrive at lionship.
Wait, do you really think so, father?
Throw that nose around, and you'll be treated like a celebrity in no time. So get out of my house, and God bless you.
I consider this fortunate, and I resolve to be guided by my paternal advice. I determined to follow my nose, and wrote a pamphlet on nosology on the spot. Bum Fuzz was in an uproar. Oh my God, did you hear? Wonderful genius! Superb physiologist! Clever fellow! Fine writing! Profound thinker! Go on. I mean it. Go on! Great man.
The fine soul. One of us. Who can he be? What can he be?
Where can he be? Where indeed? I hate these people in my mind. I am after a bigger fish. A celebrity of small pond is no celebrity at all. The scene unfolds itself in the artist's shop. The Duchess of Bless My Soul sits on the portrait. The Marquis of So-and-so holds the Duchess's poodle, and the Earl of this and that flirts with her souls. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, my. Oh, shocking.
What will you take for it?
For his nose.
1,000 pounds!
1,000 pounds?
1,000 pounds! Beautiful. 1,000 pounds!
Do you want it?
Is it quite original? Has no copy ever been taken? None. 1,000.
1,000 pounds?
Precisely
1,000 pounds.
just so.
You shall have them.
I shall draw a check.
surely must be mistaken. It is written here that the Raven was written in 1845. That is impossible. This year has not happened yet. Edgar certainly isn't capable of writing premonitions. Someone was being lazy with their note-taking. Clearly. The Raven.
Once upon a midnight jury, while I pondered weak and weary,
Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore,
while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping.
as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door.
'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more.
Ah, distinctly I remember.
It was in the bleak December. In each cypher dying ember,
Brought its toast upon the board.
eagerly I wished the morrow.
Vainly I had sought to borrow from my books to cease the sorrow. Sorrow for the lost Noah. For the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Noah. Her name was here, forevermore.
And the silken sack and certain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me.
Filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before.
So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating,
'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door.
Some late visitor entreated entrance at my chamber door.
This it is, and nothing more.
Presently, my soul grew strong. Hesitating, then no longer.
Sir,
Said I,
or madam, truly I forget the sign of word, but the fact is, I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door. I scarce was sure I heard you.
here I opened my door.
Darkness there, and nothing more.
Deep into the darkness peering.
long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before.
But the silence was unbroken. Into the darkness gave me a token.
And the only word they spoken was the whispered word. This I whispered, and a murmur echoed back the word.
Merely this and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning,
All my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping.
somewhat louder than before.
Said I,
Surely there is something on my window lattice. Let me see what there is in this mysterious floor. Let my heart be still a moment in this mysterious floor. Tis the wind and nothing more.
Open here I flung the shutter, and with many a fluttered.
in there stepped the stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he.
But with mien of lord and lady perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door.
Perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling.
By the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it bore.
Though thy crest be short and shaven thou,
Said I,
art sure no craven, gasping from an ancient raven wandering on night's Plutonian shore.
tell me why that lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore.
Quote, the raven.
Much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly. Though its answer little meaning, little reverence he bore.
For we do not know the dream that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door.
Bird or beast above the sculptured bust. Above his chamber door.
With such name as
But the raven, sitting lonely on his passive quest, spoke only that one word as if his soul, and that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a flutter than he fluttered, flies scarcely more than muttered. Other friends have told you before, by the marvel of the weak, as my hopes have broken forth.
Then the bird said,
Startled by the stillness broken. By reply so aptly spoken.
Doubtless,
Said I,
what it utters is its only stock and store, coupled from a happy master from a merciful disaster, followed fast and followed fast until his song to bread and war. To the dirges of his hope that melancholy bread and pour of never, nevermore.
but the raven, still beguiling all my sight, stole and smile. Straight I rolled a cushioned seat in front of bird and busted door.
then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking. Fancy unto fancy thinking.
What this ominous bird door? What this grim, ungainly, gasped, and gone, ominous bird viewer.
Mention croaking. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing.
To the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned to my bosom's core. I sat divining.
With my head at ease, reclining. On the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight goaded o'er.
She shall press, nevermore.
Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from the unseen censer. Swung by seraphim with the footfalls tinkled on the tub floor.
Wretch,
Said I,
by God hath lit thee, by the angels he hath sent thee, respite and the pit from the memories of the North.
quaff, oh quaff this time repent and forget the lost Lenore.
Quoth the raven.
Prophet,
Said I,
think of evil,
prophet seal it bird or devil.
where tempters sent thee or where the tempters tossed thee ashore. Desolate yet all undaunted, on the desert land enchanted, on the home before our haunted. Tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Be that word a sign of parting, bird or fiend, as she just starting. Tempters back into the nice Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as token of past soul that's broken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Take thy bust from above my door. Take thy beat from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door.
Quoth the raven.
Nevermore. And the raven, ever footing, still a city, still at sea. Sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door,
In his eyes are all the steamings of demons that is dreaming.
In the lamplight o'er him throw his shadow on the floor.
and my soul that lies floating on the floor without that shadow shall be lifted.
I have a very keen eye and a sharp attention to detail. Not only are many of you not dressed in the appropriate manner, it appears I am the only lady adequately attired. Shocking! I simply cannot be seen among such disregard for what it means to be a true lady. How can it be that I am the only one aware of proper etiquette?